All right, we switched seats. Welcome to Forever Talking, where we talk nothing forever. My name is Ian Moore with my commentating partner and co-host Nicholas, and it's Nicholas's birthday today. This is the second year in a. This is the second time we've had a.
Yeah. So we had Jacob on last year, I remember.
So I dragged your ass out here to do an episode on your birthday twice now.
Yeah, well, we did Zoom last year, but yeah.
Yeah, because it would have been Monday last year, which we were on schedule. It's a Tuesday this year because I had to go to the Drake concert last night. So that's, well, happy birthday, Nick. I mean, we did, this is episode 65. We stayed really consistent throughout this entire thing. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sing it.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna sing it for you. Ready?
It's a lot more awkward.
I'm not awkward at all. Happy birthday to Nicholas Walk. Happy birthday to Nicholas Walk. Happy birthday, Nicky Walk. Happy birthday to you. The big 23 today, right?
Yeah.
Wow, look at us. We're getting old.
I know.
It's over. Did I cuss in the first 2 seconds of the podcast? Did I say, holy shit, we switched seats? Or holy...
I don't know.
Oh, man. I've been working on...
But see, that's the first part of it, is acknowledging it. Like, thinking about it.
I've been working on it. I've been working on, censoring it a little bit.
Yeah.
We're not,
I've been trying to do that too, but like...
It's hard, man.
Especially driving, because like I like to do it off camera, because I believe you got to do it off. So like when you're on camera, it's normal, but like it's just too hard.
I think we did pretty good last episode, but I wasn't thinking about it when we first started this one, and I just threw out a curse word. But we're gonna.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
We don't know. Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we're doing a lot better than we thought, but we're gonna slow it down this time around, and we're gonna do a better job.
Let's do a bet. Let's bring like a BB gun here, and every time one of us cusses, we just shoot the other.
What word are we talking?
Like,
because I can't.
Well, you can make up the rules, but like obviously the F word.
Well, yeah, you can't. I mean, Pat McAfee has it where like he's got like it on the board like days without saying the F word. Should we do that? Should we get a counter going? I think when we get the green screen...
That would be absolutely pointless, because it's coming.
It will always say 0.
We could do a little competition of who could go the longest without it.
I mean...
Because you're better with words. I'm not really good with words, so like the F word would come out.
Yeah, but I feel like you're going to... I feel like I'm going to say it just because it's so engraved in my mindset, but we're trying. We're trying to change.
I'm bringing a BB gun.
Yeah. We're trying to change. We got like 15 new subscribers.
Really?
Since last episode.
I only created 3 of them. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I only made 3 different YouTube accounts, so my 3 and your 3, that's 6. So yeah, it's not a lot, but it's a lot to us, and we appreciate you guys subscribing and watching, and
keep doing it.
Keep doing it. It means the world to us. We're trying to build this into something where we originally started off in a little room, in a little studio room.
I low-key feel like that's still been the best place we've been at.
It's been
so you can't make fun of it.
No, I can't make fun of it. As far as like technological equipment, it was by far the best we had. That microphone right there is the same microphone that we used. It's just I only have one of them. So like as far as technological equipment and setup, that was the best I could possibly get. But we're looking for, and then we moved. Did we move right into Zoom, or did we?
Yeah.
So because it was wasn't a pandemic.
No, we did it, and then we kind of took a little, not a break, but like. I remember Christmas came, and we did it downstairs. Yeah,
because we had to do the...
and then we went to Zoom.
We did the Christmas show. And then we
just went to Zoom, yeah.
I think it was just more of scheduling.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out our schedule. Because I was away at school, and that was it. I was away at school.
Yeah, and sometimes we scheduled, and we didn't get it.
Yeah. So I think it just kind of came towards me and you needed to kind of adjust our own schedule. Then we went to Zoom. So, and now we're here, which is better than Zoom. And we got mics, and that's better.
Thanks to you.
Yeah. So I mean, I really like these mics, so that's good. My dad's like, "Why did you put it on a stick?" And I'm like, I just like it more. He wants it to just take it off and just put it on our shirt, which we could, but I just like the idea of.
Oh, maybe I should. Should I try that this episode so we can see the difference?
If you want to, I mean, you just have to slide it off and
break it on the camera.
Just gotta put it on your shirt.
Can't see. It's a lot harder than it looks. We should have done this off air.
There's a clip. It's a clip.
Yeah, I know, but I can't.
But you can move the clip. You
I don't want to break it.
Push the clip back.
What do you mean? Like this? Yeah. It's a lot harder to do.
That's not what I meant.
What do you mean? Oh, no, whoops.
Hey, cussed.
Ignore that.
Okay.
All right, we're trying it.
There you go. I mean, I just like the microphone.
I kind of do too. What am I supposed to do now?
I mean, you just sit there with your hands. That was really the main reason why, just because like I wouldn't know what to do with my hands. Like, I mean, hey, you know, we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. I just like the.
No, I'm not doing this. I need to stick. It's weird.
Wait, that was it?
It was like weird. I like the stick.
Yeah, it's the other one. You gotta turn it to the other one.
I got it.
There you go.
Oh, I turned it off.
I mean, let me see.
No, it's still blue.
All right, we're good.
All right, let's get into the episode.
Right? Hold on. Talk. Yeah, you're good. Okay, so we're doing. We're gonna go ahead and get into today's episode about 7 minutes in. So I mean, that's that's pretty decent for us. Today's episode, we're gonna be talking about the Super Bowl, the winners. The Chiefs went back to back. We're going to be talking about this upcoming offseason, what we can kind of expect. And we're going to be talking about UFC 298. So all of our favorite things. Today I got a phone call. I have a phone call later where I got to get in touch with Mr. Almadine, Mr. Dean, about setting him up with something. Potentially his own show, so we'll see what happens there. Pretty excited about that, but there's negotiations.
We should have brought him on for this one.
I don't know how. I don't know how to do the.
Somehow you gotta hook it up to your TV or something from right here.
Well, I don't know how to
then you can hear him. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to situate it. So.
Yeah. Don't say anything.
Here comes Jingles.
Let's see what she does.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just kicked you in the face. My bad.
Got that on camera?
Can I just take this off real quick? Thanks. It's just your jingle.
Don't go outside in the next hour.
You're just jingling, and I just and I'm trying to focus here. So I mean, we could just start off with. I think we should start off with the UFC first. And then close off.
Yeah.
With the Super Bowl. Whenever I go to Florida in 2 weeks, so in 2 weeks, episode's going to be back on. We're not going to be in person, but we're not going to be on Zoom either. We're going to try Riverside. So me and you need to test it out.
Yeah.
Beforehand, because there's a free subscription and then there's the paid one, and I don't want to the free subscription just sucks. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to have that. So we gotta figure out what we're gonna do for that. And then we're gonna definitely have a guest that episode. And I'm thinking that's the GIF episode, but I don't know what entails that episode quite yet. Because next week we're gonna be talking about UFC 298's.
What happened?
What happened? Hopefully we'll be talking about the UFC 300 main event, but we keep saying that.
Yeah, let's not bring that up.
And then UFC, and then so I don't know what we're gonna talk about
We'll figure it out.
I mean, things can change. I'm expecting some off-season news to kind of happen here pretty soon. I already know. I mean, we already got some news that's going on with T. Higgins. But yeah, we gotta. I don't know what next week or 2 weeks from now entails, but I know that we'll be not in person, but we're still gonna have a great episode because I think we're gonna have a really good guest on it. So let's just figure it out. But moving into UFC 298, I got to get the card going up here. I know who's the main event. I know who's the co-main event. And I know... Oh, you already got it. Okay.
That's why.
I mean, so the main event is a Volk card. So it's Volkanovski versus...
Ilya Taporia.
Yeah, that guy. And then the co-main event is... Costa's fighting. Paulo Costa versus...
Robert Whittaker.
Oh, I never put it in my mind that it was Whittaker versus Paulo Costa.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a really good co-main event and main event. I mean, we know
Ian Gary's on it.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares, man? He ain't my guy.
You know Henry Cejudo? He's on it.
It's a good card.
It's a.
Yeah, it's a decent card. I think that the ones that people really care about are Whittaker and Costa, and then Volk.
Yeah, also the Henry Cejudo one. That one's big.
Yeah.
Marab. It's a fucking machine.
I mean, what class are they? They're the 135.
Bantamweight.
Yeah.
Sean O'Malley.
Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, it's just the 135 weight class isn't
That's the best one.
For the best fights, yeah. But
well, yeah, just deep wise.
But I just know I just know more people in 155, 170.
Yeah, well, 155's big because of Conor McGregor.
Yeah, he made it big. But 155's got McGregor, it's got Michael Chandler, it's got Poirier, it's got Oliveira, it's got Islam, it's got
Tony Ferguson, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's got
Patty. I think they fought.
Yeah, Patty's 155, but he's not ranked yet. It's got Max Holloway in it. Right? Is Holloway 55 or what?
He's usually 145.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of fighters.
Yeah. And then the 145 division. 145 isn't that. When I say it's not packed, I mean it's not packed of superstar.
Well-known names.
It has
skilled fighters.
Yeah, it has Volkanovski.
Yeah,
and then Aljamain Sterling wants to fight Volkanovski, which good luck.
Yeah.
I don't see a world where Volk loses. If it's in his weight class, I don't see a world where he loses.
Yeah.
And the fact that he got head kicked. Last time we saw him, he got head kicked, but he was coming off the couch with a week notice. So it's he can't.
Yeah, going against Islam,
who's one of the best fighters on the planet.
Also a big weight bully.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm still in the notion that if you gave him another camp.
Yeah.
And fought Islam, I think that still is really close.
Yeah.
And I would even pick Volk to win. Because whenever they fought for the first time, you and I thought that he was going to die.
Just because of the size difference.
Yeah. But then, watching that fight, you got a true grasp of just how good this guy is. I mean, he is easily, in my opinion, he's easily the pound-for-pound greatest fighter on the planet.
Because he's small.
Yeah.
You look at all these other guys in the top, Islam, weight bully.
But the fact that he was able to go toe-to-toe with Islam, and I know people are well, Islam beat Volk. It was he came off the couch in a week. It's not
And it was a lucky head kick. Well, not lucky, but...
And the weight difference is super vast. But then again, we didn't give Usman as much trouble. We didn't shit on Khamzat for not being able to finish Usman.
Well, I think he broke his hand in the first round.
Did he?
That's what he said.
I don't know. I know that... So Ariel Helwani, he posted something today or something yesterday where he was I think that these are the fights that they're working on for UFC 300. I think that they offered... I think that they really don't want to do...
Leon Edwards versus...
Leon and Bilal. They're that's a last case scenario. Dana said he's 2 more fights to announce. So I could see them doing Leon Bilal just depending on if they get somebody else. They offered Izzy versus Duplessis but that hasn't gone to plan.
Yeah.
And then they want now Ariel, like he was like, this isn't confirmed, but like this is just what I think they're looking at. I think they're really looking at doing Khamzat Chimaev versus Leon Edwards for the 170 belt.
Dang.
That's a slapper fight. However, the issue that he thinks why it's taking so long is because they don't know if Khamzat can fight in America because of his visa or like a visa issue or something like that.
That's such a good fight.
That's a banger fight. I would love that. I'd be okay with giving Leon the main event if it was that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it should be. I mean, you and I already discussed this. I think like I would be okay if they were like co-main event Leon Edwards versus Bilal, main event Izzy versus Chimaev.
Yeah.
Which I get, like
it's not for the belt, but
it's not for the belt, but like also, come on, like that's insane. But Chimaev, needs to fight. Why isn't Usman on this card?
I don't know what he's doing. He's snoozing.
Do you not like Usman? I understand, but he's one of the best. I mean, if you feel that way. Dude, there's like an earthquake earlier.
Was there really?
Stop. That's enough. There was like a legit, like a huge earthquake.
I didn't even feel it.
I like it wasn't huge. I don't know if it was an earthquake or not, but like I went downstairs and I was like in my foyer, my house shook like a noticeable degree where I was like,
jeez.
Yo.
I remember we had one almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't feel that one.
Yeah, I heard it.
I don't know if it was like an earthquake, but like my house moved. I was like, yo. Like I was standing in my family like, yo. I was like, chill. Lily.
I was going to use her as a footstool.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop this. You gotta stop this nonsense. What do you have to say to the people?
Oh, now you don't want to talk.
Yeah. Now you don't know. Now you don't know what to say, huh? Yeah, all right. You just gotta stop. You gotta stop with this nonsense. You know? She's like, I gotta do something. She's losing her mind. Stuck in this house. So am I. Anyways. Yeah, I mean, Volkanovski's gonna win, right? I think he's gonna win.
No, the only problem is he's coming off a knockout.
I agree, but it's like...
And the guy he's fighting is good.
Yeah, but like it's Volk.
Yeah, and like...
Volk's that guy.
This is what I hate about the UFC, like when like the top guys, they beat like one top 5 guy coming up.
Yeah.
And like then they think they deserve a title shot.
I mean, to be fair, like in the same notion, let me get my phone. Do you give Khamzat Chimaev a title shot?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I guess it depends what weight.
Does he deserve the 185?
No.
Does he deserve the 170?
Yeah. I mean, he beat Usman. I know it was a different weight, but
barely beat.
He also beat Gilbert Burns, who's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, if it was up to me, like we say, like, oh my God, Leon Edwards versus Chimaev, 170. That's insane. What happens if he doesn't make weight?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And like, even if he does win, can he make the weight the next fights?
Yeah, UFC 300 gets blown up because this guy can't make weight.
Hey, he lost it by 9 pounds.
9.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he was being nice. Maybe he was like, yeah, I'm not gonna fight Nate Diaz.
Big Nate Diaz fan secretly.
Yeah, I mean, which by the way, to this day,
Dana just wanted to kill him.
That was the biggest.
You gonna leave my company?
That was the biggest F you. Like, dude. Like, they were like, yeah, you can leave. Not with, like, all your limbs attached, but you can leave.
You have your head separated, but...
Yeah, but you can go. That's insane. The fact that, I mean, goodness gracious. But, I mean, yeah, I think, like, because this card's pretty good, next card's pretty good. Maybe they do put Usman on that 300 card. Maybe they're like, all right, co-main event, we'll give Usman somebody at 185. Who's at 185 sitting around?
That's Sean Strickland, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Is Gilbert 170 or 185? Gilbert's 170.
Yeah, he's 170.
Costa and Whitaker, they're both 185, right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the winner of this gets Usman.
Yeah, Marvin Vettori, you know who that is?
Yeah.
He could fight him. It'd be decent. I'm trying to think of it. Other guys. Or Jared Cannonier or whatever.
I mean, Usman probably deserves the 185 or the UFC 300 shout.
Yeah.
I mean, he deserves to be on the card. I don't know if he does. I mean, probably not the main event, but a co-main event for sure.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you just look at when he was champion, how many times he was fighting to now, Leon Edwards.
Yeah, I'm surprised you and I haven't ever mentioned it. We never thought about it.
What?
That he just should deserve to be on the card. But it's like, who would he fight to main event it? Yeah, I mean, like if you would have done Usman versus Chimaev later, I think that would have been insane.
Yeah, with a training camp.
Yeah.
Like you could say Usman even won the last fight.
Yeah, just do Usman versus. I mean, the problem is like Izzy, Duplessis, and Strickland are all kind of reserved for each other.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna do Duplessis versus Chimaev.
Yeah.
Like that's dumb. And you're not gonna do. I mean, like I guess you can do Izzy versus Chimaev. But you're not going to do, like, Strickland versus Chimaev.
Yeah, no.
Strickland's next fight's going to be Duplessis.
Yeah,
or Izzy if Izzy wins the belt. I don't know. You just got to trust that Dana's going to cook with this one. I mean, that's kind of the hope. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe it falls apart.
I'm already excited for it. You got Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje on it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The card's insane. The card's insane. Max Holloway, Justin Gaethje, Cody Garbrandt's the first fight of the night.
Isn't Bo Nickel on it?
Bo Nickel's he's in the prelims.
Yeah, that's what
Bo Nickel's in the prelims. Aljamain Sterling's on the prelims.
Oh, yeah, that's a good fight.
It's insane. You and I are going to have a blast. What day is that?
What is that? April 14th, I think.
April 14th?
I think that's what it was. I could be wrong, but like it's like 13, 14, 15.
UFC 300 is April 13th.
You gotta be kidding me. One day off.
We're good to go. We're good.
Really, brain?
Come on, man.
3 and a 4
and Oliveira's on it? Pfft, come on. You kidding me?
I forgot, yeah.
Yeah. Card's insane so far. I mean, so just trust he's going to cook. I mean, the only reason he doesn't cook is if the main event doesn't live up to expectation.
Yeah, and I think he's trying. Yeah, the only way it won't be good is if like he can't get the fight.
And the fact that they haven't announced it yet, and there's only 8 weeks left, is just mainly because like they can't
get a fight.
They can't get
that they want.
Yeah, that they want. So he's working. He's. I mean, I wholeheartedly believe that they offered Khabib it.
Oh yeah, they probably offered Khabib, McGregor, John Jones.
Except if you ask McGregor, they didn't offer. I know that they offered John it, but John was like, I can't.
I only fight once every 2 years.
Yeah, so. John's like, I only fight crippled old men.
And somehow I don't get stripped of the belt.
Yeah, I'm the heavyweight champion, but I'll fight when I feel like it, and it will be fighting a 6-year-old.
He does walk around like the baddest man.
I prove it.
Yeah, fight Francis.
Well, that's not going to happen anymore. But it's like fight Tom Aspinall.
Yeah,
let's see how good you are. That's a UFC 300 man.
Oh, I'd love that fight.
Insane. I mean, but we could be wrong. Maybe he is better than Tom Aspinall. I think he'd probably lose, but.
I mean, you just never know because Tom Aspinall fights and it's over within the first round.
Yeah, and John is.
And I think John Jones is such a smart fighter, though.
Yeah, but the question is you won at heavyweight, but you beat Now I was wrong. I thought that.
No one. I don't think anyone thought he was going to go out there just
that he was going to
win in a minute.
But I think it was literally just serial pussying up, hiding in a shell.
Well, John Jones went out there. He took him down.
Effortlessly. He didn't even try.
He dodged the punch. It
was
a good takedown. It's just Francis. Cyril, were you training any ground game or what was going on there?
It's just unbelievable. Goodness gracious, peaches and cream.
So you got Volk winning that one.
Yeah.
Who do you got winning the other one? Paul Costa versus Robert Whittaker. I got Whittaker winning.
I can't remember the last fights. I remember Costa fought
Costa fought. That one. I can't think of his name.
A couple months ago. It's been a little bit of time. Right?
Yeah.
It's been time. It's been some time for both of them.
Yeah. Well, Robert Whittaker fought Duplessis. I think in July. But Robert Whittaker is good.
Yeah, it's been a while for both of them. I would say, like, I like Paulo Costa, but Robert Whittaker is probably better.
Yeah, I think he's easily better.
Yeah, I would.
Paulo Costa's got the power, but
yeah, I'm just gonna say Whittaker just for shits and gigs. Anyways, moving on.
We going to football now?
Yeah, we are.
I could tell by the way of tone. Here we go. First game watched together, though.
I mean, which is insane. But mainly
I mean, not really, because we talked about Aaron Rodgers getting hurt.
Yeah, and Rodgers got hurt, and Burrow went down, and I mean, all those great games that you would have gotten turn into not great games. I mean, we could have watched some Packers games, I guess, but it was like,
yeah,
that was kind of, they were on the rise at the end. When we left that restaurant, it was different than it was last year. I wasn't mad.
Yeah,
I knew it. We knew it was coming.
It didn't feel like a Super Bowl to me when watching it. It's like
It just felt like a game.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't bother me because I walked into the restaurant knowing the Chiefs were going to win.
You called it.
And I walked out, confirmed that the Chiefs were going to win. And I never got my hope up at any point of the game. I knew 10 weeks ago. I knew on Thursday Night Football when Joe Burrow threw a pass and he went down holding his wrist. Immediately I knew the Chiefs were going to win the Super Bowl. I think I said it.
Yeah.
That episode we talked about it.
Yeah, I think when I came in person like the first time, yeah.
Because it's like
Josh Allen would be the only other guys to beat him, but like
he's the only guy he's the only guy other than Burrow who's beaten Mahomes multiple times, like 3 times.
Yeah, but
he's never beaten him in the playoffs. It's a completely different story.
Yeah.
Like me and Amar texted me after the Super Bowl and he was like kind of terrible ending to that game. And I was like, I mean, I knew they were going to win. What's the point of being upset about it? I knew they were going to win 10 weeks ago. And Amar was like, you act like Joe Burrow is the only guy who's beaten Patrick Mahomes. And I'm like, he is.
Well, the other guys retired.
Yeah, him
is Tom
and Tom Brady are the only guys who's beaten.
That's facts, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
It is fact that the only people who've beaten Patrick Mahomes is Tom Brady. Tom Brady's, I don't think he's ever lost to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, no.
And Joe Burrow's beaten Patrick 3 times, lost to him once, but is the only other guy who's also beaten him in a playoff game.
Yeah, and last year's playoff game was extremely close.
Yeah, every time they played each other, it's been within 3 points every single time. It's been a field goal every single time. Actually, this year's playoff game was not, but Burrow didn't play, so who cares? I mean, it's just we knew it, so it's like why be upset about it? We knew they were gonna win.
Yeah, Brock Purdy played better than I thought.
Yeah, but
he still didn't make
he's not. He's just not. You need special. And I like Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's a good quarterback. I think the 49ers should stick with Brock Purdy. But chips are down, cards on the table. It's all or nothing. Win or go home. You have 2 minutes to win the Super Bowl. There's only a couple guys in this league who can do that, who can clutch up and do that. And there's only one guy in the league who can do it against Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And I'm just sorry. I knew that they were going to win the Super Bowl when Burrow went down, but the only other guy who I thought may be able to beat him was Josh Allen. But it's not going to ever happen. It's not in the cards.
I mean, it could happen but this year was the year to do it.
It's never going to happen. It's just not going to happen. He can beat him in the regular season. His only hope is. I like Josh. I just it's not.
He's just not smart.
Josh is really, really good. It's not his fault that they lost this year's playoff game. I don't think. I can't remember it.
Well, it was a field goal kicker missed. So,
Yeah.
But there was 2 plays where he could have just checked it down.
Yeah,
And the guy was open on one of them.
It's those little mistakes.
2 plays in the whole game.
That it's literally it. That's just 2 plays, and those are plays that Joe Burrow's not
Gonna make
he's not going to screw up. It doesn't count until the end. It's literally every game is super close.
Yeah.
Until the end, when those little mistakes start to matter. You miss a kick. You don't complete a pass. You throw an interception. Maybe it doesn't matter at the third quarter of the game or the second quarter of the game, but that's going to add up towards the end, and that's where he's going to make you pay for it. Patrick is, he's one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
He's unbelievably good.
Yeah.
But that's that's a compliment to him that there's only one guy in the league that can match up to him and be better than him on a day where it all matters the most. And unfortunately, as Brock Purdy is, he's good. Yeah. He's not great enough to make that happen. At least not yet. That could change.
He still is young.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I don't
not
know.
that much experience. That's what I should say.
So, you can't be. I was upset about it last year. We left last year, and I was still bitter that they beat the Bengals. And they won on a ticky-tack.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was also different. There was a flag.
Yeah, they won on a ticky-tack call. This time, I thought the game was called pretty evenly. There wasn't any major call, but I was like, yo. You just hand in the game. It was
a good game.
It was textbook. It was good until overtime or fourth quarter. It was kind of slow. But, it was textbook, 2 minutes left. Patrick Mahomes is going to go score a touchdown.
Did you know on the last 4 drives, I remember they got a touchdown, field goal, touchdown?
The Chiefs?
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, he's... you and I went to the bathroom, and we were like, he's going to score a touchdown.
Halfway through the fourth quarter, we're like, yeah.
He's going to score a touchdown. We just know. You just know. I think you and I have been watching it long enough, because people who are, really big into football, right? And you and I have only been watching it to cover it for a couple of years now. People put too much stock into statistics.
Yeah.
Way too much stock into statistics. You know how I was able to predict these playoff games and the Super Bowl and circumstance. I know a player's special by watching that player. I know Joe Burrow can beat Patrick Mahomes because I watched him do it. But if you say that on social media, people say, how many Super Bowls does Joe Burrow have? Circumstance. He tore his ACL, tore his wrist. That's 2 out of the 4 years that he's been out. He went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and he lost to a phenomenal Rams team.
Yeah, that went all in just for 1 year.
Yeah, that spent unbelievable amounts of money.
Yeah.
What happened to the Rams this year?
Well,
they got to the divisional round.
Yeah.
And they got beat by the Lions. Matthew Stafford's phenomenal.
Dude's amazing.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Fame. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. So it's and he's not that old, right? How old's Stafford?
Yeah, I think he's old.
So 34, 30.
Yeah.
That's not that old. It's old, but it's not he's still got got 3 to 5 left.
And it just depends how good your offensive line is.
Yeah, that guy's...
That's why it's insane that Tom Brady won as much as he did for not being a runner. Because if you watch Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, everyone nowadays, even Aaron Rodgers does it, on that big 4th down or 3rd down where they run it.
Yeah.
Tom Brady never did that. That's insane.
Yeah, that was just not his. Mainly because he could not. He had no acceleration.
You watch him run, yeah.
Yeah, he had no pace to him.
Put it in gear, Tom. I can't
go.
Now, to be fair, Tom Brady always was on the Patriots, though, with the best defense. Not the best, but top 5.
And an insane defense. Yeah, that's something that Rodgers never had. But
yeah,
I'm not going to sit here and say that Rodgers is better than Brady. It's just not true. Yeah. But it's just all comes down to circumstance.
Yeah.
The Chiefs team that the Bengals beat probably would have beat the Rams that year. They had Chris Jones, Tyreek Hill's still there. They had Patrick. They had Travis was still there, of course. It was an insane. And Marquez Valdez-Scantling was still really, really good. That was coming off the year that he was Aaron Rodgers' number 3 quarterback.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Or number 3 wide receiver. It's crazy.
Well, it's crazy that year that, like, literally if Joe Burrow had, like, another 2 seconds, they're winning that game.
Oh, yeah, in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, because Jalen Ramsey fell.
Oh, yeah. Burrow had the worst offensive line in the league. Patrick doesn't have the worst offensive line in the league.
No, I think he's got a good one.
He's got a really good offensive line.
They're smart. They're like, we got to protect him.
Yeah, I mean, so it just kind of comes down to circumstance. Sure, Burrow doesn't have the Super Bowls. He doesn't have...
No, but he's so young.
But you know what he does have? He has the AFC Championship. He has a Heisman. He's won the North twice or 3 times now. Twice.
He's beat Josh Allen in the playoffs.
He's beaten Josh Allen He's beaten Josh Allen every single time that they played him, and he's the only guy to beat your guy Patrick Mahomes more than 3 or he's beaten him 3 times, and he's beaten him once in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think one of the good things about him is when he gets down to Mahomes, he doesn't freak out.
That's because he's special.
Like when you watch Lamar Jackson when they were down like 2, you could tell they changed the game plan up.
Yeah, because there is no... It is calm, cool, collected. It's the same cerebral assassin mentality that Mahomes has.
Yeah.
They are... And I'm not saying it to be like, Burrow's better than Mahomes. I don't think he is.
No.
I think just on that given day in the playoffs, there's a chance that he could be.
Well, he's like we said, he's the only player in the league that has beat him.
Yeah. And I think that he's going to beat him again. And I think that Mahomes will beat him again. And I think for 10, 15 years, that's going to be a really great rivalry. And I'm super excited for it.
Yeah.
But I think next year it's going to be...
I think it's going to be those 2.
Yeah. But they need to protect him. Because I saw a picture of Burrow today on Twitter where they showed his knee scar. That was nasty. And then they showed his hand scar.
I've never seen a hand injury like that where you can't grip a football.
Yeah, it was like they had to cut him open like right here.
Yeah, it sucked.
To go get into these. Because if you feel across your hand, you can feel the bones, but you can also feel the ligaments going down to your wrist, and he tore it like right here. So they had to cut him open here to get down here. So I think that he's going to be... But again, like every time they meet each other, it is going to be a 50-50 ball game every single time. They're never going to blow each other out.
This is because they're both smart, too. They don't turn the ball over, and they trust their defense.
Yeah. I mean, it's just... Those guys are special players. And I think that... I think that Patrick's going to go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest.
Yeah.
And I think that Burrow's going to have I think he's going to have a really great career too.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited about next year. But again, it's going to come down to, I'm telling you now,
those 2.
A year from now, we're going to be talking about the AFC Championship, and it's going to come down to those 2. And just depending on who wins that game is going to win the Super Bowl. Because there's nobody in the NFC side that's going to get it done. I'm sorry. There just isn't.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that side, like, who?
I mean, like, the Packers are growing.
Yeah, they won't, though.
But I don't see them beating Joe Burrow. Or
Jared Goff, I don't think they will. You don't know about the Eagles, because Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl last year,
he was great.
He was coming back against Mahomes, because Mahomes actually took the lead, I remember, the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And he started, and then he didn't get a chance to show it, but...
I mean, I think if you're going to pick any team in the NFC side that's, like, they have a chance, because I don't, like, the 49ers just don't...
You don't have a quarterback. It's going to be, like, the same thing every year.
Yeah, it's just, they don't have... You need special. Like, you just point blank need special to beat one of those teams. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. And, like, you can beat them in the regular season. 100%. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Crunch time playoff, Super Bowl, those teams raise their level 30%. which is unbelievable. The Bengals get 30%.
By the way, who won the Super Bowl MVP? We didn't watch
I think it was Patrick.
Yeah, I was thinking, it had to be him.
It's going to be a quarterback every time.
Kelsey didn't do anything besides get mad at Andy Reid, so.
Yeah. That was apparently just him yelling, "Put me in the game."
Can't blame him, though,
It's fired up. It's trying to win.
Yeah, but like him and Mahomes, it's like, I swear some people just are mentally connected. Like we are in indoor sometimes.
Yeah, I'd just be able to put that ball right on your foot every time.
We haven't done it in a while, but.
Haven't had a chance. I need you back. I need you back to help me out.
But yeah, or like when we played Fortnite, that was so funny.
Yeah, just connected.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why. So he was right. He should have been in there.
Yeah, but I mean, I as far as the game goes, like the 49ers didn't utilize Christian McCaffrey enough.
Yeah.
Brock was. I don't think he threw any interceptions, right?
No.
Mahomes did. He threw an interception. Yeah. So I don't think Purdy threw any interceptions, which is good. You don't, that's what you don't want to see.
But yeah, he threw one touchdown. But
yeah, I think it was. I mean, if I'm the 49ers, I'm going to stick with Brock for now, just because like.
I think Brock's going to get better. He looked good. Like.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, I'm talking about like. You just need special. If you're gonna win, if you're facing the Chiefs or the Bengals in the Super Bowl,
yeah,
if you don't have special,
because they're gonna score on that last drive.
Yeah, I mean, like the Rams team with Stafford's
special. That's why
is special. Yeah,
like you watch that when they were playing the Buccaneers and they had that big lead, and then Tom Brady came back, but then. Like the last minute, Stafford threw one all the way down the field. Like,
oh yeah, he played clutch time.
Yeah,
yeah.
You need that.
Yeah, you need a guy who you can 1 minute left put the ball in my hands. You need an Aaron Rodgers. You need a Matthew Stafford.
And even Aaron Rodgers ain't that good at it.
No offense. Not in the playoffs. No. I mean, well, he did it unless it's against the Cowboys. If it's against the Cowboys.
That's just funny how sports work.
Yeah, that 30-second drive.
Like,
if it's the Cowboys or Bears, I trust Aaron. Put the ball in Rodgers' hand every day of the week.
But then, like, the 49ers or the Packers.
Yeah, if it's 49ers and the Packers, Rodgers is going to lose that one. But I think I'm excited. I'm excited about next year. But, yeah, the Chiefs were always going to win this. I don't know why anybody thought any differently. If you did, I'm sorry. I mean, it just kind of is what it is. As far as the offseason goes, there's a lot to kind of look forward to. As far as, I mean, last year's offseason was extremely... yeah,
especially for you because of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, it was so spotty because you had Rodgers leaving, it was like quarterbacks switching around left, right, and center. Baker Mayfield moved, Derek Carr moved, all the new guys came in.
Yeah.
And I'm missing other ones. But it was like you didn't know what was going to happen. Brady hadn't yet retired, and then you figure out he did retire. It's like, ooh, now what? So, and then going into this offseason, you're going to have the introduction of Caleb Williams, and you're going to have the introduction of Drake May, and you're going to have what's that dickhead's name?
Yeah, can't think.
Not hold on. It's gonna bother me. He's not a dickhead. I'm sorry. I cussed again. My bad.
It definitely would have been shot a couple times.
Yeah.
We just got to hold each other accountable. That's what it is.
Yeah, knock it off. What's the name? What's the draft?
NFL
mock draft. Mock draft.
Yeah.
Mock draft. This will help me out. This guy's probably.
What do you do if Caleb Williams stayed like another year in college?
I don't care.
I'm not going to the Bears. Screw you guys.
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah. What team's he on?
I don't know what team he plays for. We don't watch enough college football.
Sucks. Not sucks, but like the good teams just.
Oh, he's the LSU quarterback. Right.
What about Oregon's quarterback? I thought he was good.
I don't know who that is. Oh, is that Drake May?
I think he's on North Carolina, but I could be wrong.
I'm I'm excited about him. Drake May plays for blue team.
Probably North Carolina then.
Yeah, North Carolina. We don't watch enough college football. All I know is
still won't.
Still won't. All I know is Caleb goes to USC, but I'm new coaches this coming off season. Harbaugh going to Chargers. They could be really good because he's a phenomenal coach. Bengals got rid of
Packers.
Packers got rid of Joe Barry, got themselves a defensive coordinator, a college defensive coordinator, which was kind of an interesting pick, but whatever. I'm really excited to see the changes that the Jets make, because from the reports I've seen, they're expected to sign 2 tackles out of free agency, which,
for defense or offense?
Offensive tackles.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what they need.
O-line. They're expected to, from everything that I've seen, they're expected to sign 2 offensive tackles out of free agency, potentially get one in the draft. It sounds like, from everything that I'm saying, that they're moving Zach Wilson.
Good.
He's getting traded. And they're going to get a veteran. So what I could see happening, I could super see this happening. I think they're expecting, I know 100% Rodgers is playing this year or next year and the year after that. And I think they're even expecting him to potentially play even one more after that. So till he's 44. I don't see him going to 45.
I think it just depends on how well they protect him. If he can go out there and throw the ball.
Yeah. What I kind of see happening here for the Jets, I see them I see them picking up 2 offensive tackles out of free agency, because you're drafting one, unless they are lights out, that's a kid going against grown men. That's just not. Yeah. You can develop him, I guess, over time, but he's not going to make the impact immediately. So you need 2 offensive tackles. I think they're gonna get them out of free agency. So that's a lot of money. I think they're gonna draft a quarterback, especially if they move Zach Wilson. Now, if you don't move Zach Wilson, just get a tight end or
I'd move him.
I think they're gonna trade him, potentially to the Raiders.
Yeah. So they can tank.
They go get Raiders, so trade him to the Raiders, so you can go get Mr. 17 over there.
Yeah.
You'll have to add a little. You have to add a sweetener to that deal, but from everything that I've seen, they're going to get 2 offensive tackles out of free agency. They're going to draft potentially a quarterback. They're going to get a veteran second string quarterback, and they're going to go get a wide receiver too. So they're looking to make a lot of moves in the offseason. So my guess of what's going to happen here, just depending on if you want to move Zach Wilson or not. Personally, I don't think he ever really got a chance to develop. You can't have him be wide or quarterback 2. That can't happen. You need a veteran.
Yeah.
You need a guy who's on the Panthers, that redhead guy.
Oh, Andy Dalton.
Yeah, you need a guy who's not terrible. Not that Zach. Zach's just not consistent enough. So you want to move Zach to your quarterback 3, but it just, from everything I've seen, it sounds like they're going to move him.
Yeah, the city doesn't want him anyway.
Yeah, which is,
and I don't think he even wants to play there anymore.
Probably not. I think he's going to find. I think it just depending where he lands. I think he'll be. If I'm the Raiders, I'm give me Zach Wilson. We'll see what happens here.
Worst comes to worst, you lose, and you get the first pick.
You already don't have a quarterback, so
yeah, it's not like you're losing anything.
Yeah. So as far as wide receiver 2, there's some options. T. Higgins is going to be taken off the board here pretty soon because they're going to franchise tag him from the report that came out today, which makes sense. Now, with that being said, the Bengals still they have a tackle problem, so they still need to fix their offensive line. I could see the Jets picking up Michael Penix Jr., who's a quarterback out of Son of a bitch. He just played in the championship game. He got blown out, but...
Oh, Washington?
I think so. Michael Penix Jr. Washington, yeah. Yeah, Michael Penix Jr. out of Washington. I could see them picking up Michael Penix Jr. just because he's probably not going to go super early in the draft, but he's a decent quarterback. Sitting him behind Rodgers and a veteran quarterback, too, just in case Rodgers goes down. Now, their big issue is that wide receiver, too. Who's that going to be? I think, number one, they want Devontae. But if you can't get Devontae, you got, like, Michael Pittman Jr.
Yeah.
That's an option. Evans from the Buccaneers, he's an option.
I don't think he'll leave.
Probably not, but I mean, he's a free agent technically, just coming into the offseason. So there's options there. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the Jets are gonna do because there is enough talent on that team to win.
Yeah,
you just have to fix some issues. Now, get to the very end and win it. I don't know. I mean, again, we just said. So I mean, yeah, like it just kind of depends. I mean, I think it depends if Rodgers can. But then again, Rodgers never operated in the playoffs with
the Packers.
He never operated in the playoffs with a top 10 defense.
Yeah,
and the Jets are like a top 10, top 5 defense.
Yeah.
So, give him.
And they're gonna even be better with Aaron because with Zach, they're just always on the field because Zach goes 3 and out.
Yeah, I just want to see what happens. And I like that was my biggest thing that I wanted. I don't expect them to win it all.
No,
just because the AFC is so dangerous, and we already said like I think it's gonna be Burrow next year. I'm excited to see. I mean, the Packers aren't gonna do a lot in the offseason.
They don't need to.
They'll probably. My guess is they'll get themselves another corner. Then it's like Jair and another cornerback. Like they're just gonna get better.
Yeah, they would be one of my picks to go to the Super Bowl
next year.
Yeah,
I could see it 100%. I could see it because like the NFC is so wide open. I mean, to me, it's like there's 3. It's San Fran, it's Green Bay, and it's potentially the Lions.
Yeah, I could see that.
I could see that happening.
I'm just curious to see the Eagles.
Eagles are like interchangeable.
They went from being one of the best teams to well, they were the best team at 11-1. It just
you're probably losing Jason Kelce.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm excited to see.
Did anyone hire Bill Belichick?
Not yet.
Yeah,
I don't think they are. I think what's going to happen is he's going to end up taking like an analytics job or like an ESPN job, and then head coach next year. From the reports that I've seen. But again, like it's reports, who knows what the fuck's really, who knows what's really happening. I'm excited to see, I mean, like Carolina's not going to get good overnight.
No. Yeah, I think the same teams that made it this year are going to make it next year.
Yeah. I mean, next year is really going to be what this year should have been.
He's got to hope for no injuries.
Yeah, I mean, injuries just totaled everything, dude. It was terrible. It was a terrible watch. But I'm excited. I think the offseason, there's it's not going to be as exciting as the last offseason was, just because, like, every team was getting a new quarterback. And then all of them ended up not playing because of injuries.
Yeah, also Stephon Diggs, what they do with him.
Oh, yeah. From what I've seen, he's expected to stay. Which is, I don't know if I would. I'd probably just...
I'd get rid of him.
I would trade him for somebody. I mean, I would trade him. You can get a couple options.
Because they were throwing the ball... they weren't even throwing them that much at the end of the season.
Man,
but that could be because the defense is covering him and not the other guys. But
yeah, I mean, I think Diggs is really good.
No, he is good. Yeah, I don't like his attitude where I don't like people who pout on the screen. Yeah, I think, and again, I mean, I think it's hard for us to like sit here and be like, oh, he's got an attitude problem. We never met the guy. Yeah, but from what we've seen, it seems like he has an attitude problem. Yeah. And if he does, then yeah, you got to move on from him. But I mean, if you ask Josh, they're like, yeah, I love this guy. Yeah, but they have to say that.
That's true. I don't know. Bills are interesting. I mean, I would have expected they would have canned that coach.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do to make them better? Really? I mean,
but they don't really need to get better, like skill wise. They just have to. They were like 3 plays away from winning the game.
Yeah. Probably got to get another wide receiver.
I guess. I mean, they already have it. They're kind of like the Packers to me, where they.
Who's their pass rush on defense?
They did have Von Miller, but I don't know if he's still on there.
Oh yeah, because every team, in order to be successful, you gotta have a great pass rush.
Yeah.
You gotta have a great coach. You gotta have a great quarterback.
Yeah.
You don't really need phenomenal wide receivers.
No.
I mean, you need competent wide receivers who can play in the NFL, but they don't have to be like they don't have to be star power Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill.
No, most of like the good receivers.
Yeah, they don't have to be that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you have to have like one competent receiver.
Okay.
But like even Patrick in the Super Bowl, he didn't throw it. Like Travis didn't get the ball that much.
Yeah.
But he's got Chris Jones, Patrick Mahomes,
Andy Reid. Yeah. And their defense was good too. They got Snead. It's like, yeah. They're only gonna get better too because they're young. So that Bengals Chief rivalry, it's gonna be
really good. It's gonna be fireworks.
Rivalry. There we go.
I'm excited about it. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and probably wrap this one up. Talked about everything we need to talk about. Next week's episode, we're gonna be talking about our UFC 298's reactions.
Yeah.
I think we're probably. I mean, we got to figure it out what the capabilities of this Riverside thing can do. Because if it can stream, then you and I are doing play-by-play for the Battlehawks, baby. I think we're gonna do. I think we can do like the away games.
Oh, that would be so funny.
And I think that would be sick. AJ McCarron holds it up for Hakeem Butler, who drops it. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah, we got a lot of things cooking in the pot. Just kind of takes time to figure it all out. We're gonna be building the new studio here pretty soon. As soon as that green screen comes in. First, I got to figure out where we're going to put it.
Yeah. I
think in that bedroom over there. But I don't know if it's going to fit. Like, that's the problem. Like,
let's see how big it is.
This is a big green screen, so I don't know if it's going to fit in there. And the wall's, like, slanted, kind of like this.
We'll see.
So we'll see if it fits. I don't know, but I'm excited. A lot of cool things in the pot. I got to get in contact with old Dean today. And then 2 weeks from now, we're going to be back online with a guest. We'll see who that is. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Forever Talking and Retalk Nothing Forever. My name is Ian Moore with my commentating partner and co-host Nicholas, the birthday boy. And everybody wish Nick a happy birthday in the comments. If you don't,
please don't.
You hurt my feelings. Do it. So anyways, see you on the next one. Peace, love, adios.
Highs and lows, well, I guess that's like